YouTube. What it do is your boy Benji, and we are back balling. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on multiple social media platforms. Let I have content and discourse on social media, but one of the biggest things that broke through social media and in the hoop space, star JuJu Watkins went down with an injury, and so a lot of people were kind of holding their breath, waiting on what was going to be determined. Unfortunately, the news was released that she did tear ACL. Shams was one of the first people that broke it. USC women's basketball team confirmed it. Following the game, a lot of the players were kind of left in limbo because they didn't know what was going on, and the coach kind of voiced their opinions on it to the media. Because at the end of the day, they still had a game to play, and USC was able to take the W against Mississippi State, and they went to the next round.
The Trojan model was fight on. How do you manage and galvanize your team to fight on without JuJu?
Like I said, I don't know exactly what's going to come in these next couple hours when we find out what's going on, but I mean, you cannot tell me that the energy of that crowd and how sort of angry they were with the other team and how much fired up they were for our team is so much about what JuJu has given to this arena, to this program, to this city, and you just want to give it all back, right? You want to give it all back and support her however we can, but also, you know, the team has become a team, you know, and deserves my best and our best to build that belief in them that they can do anything, right? You know, we don't get to go on the coaching manual script and go by what everything the way it's supposed to happen, and whatever comes with it, you know, we will make sure that we're pouring into this team, to JuJu, and keeping us together, because as you saw tonight, you know, we're capable of a lot of greatness, and that's what we'll continue to message to our team. So grateful. You guys had my back, you had each other's back, you had Ju's back, the fans had your back. We were a team. We were drop, 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 and then the tidal wave ocean came. And I will never forget this game for as long as I live. It's a big deal to go to the Sweet 16. We are going to Spokane. We are going as a team. If Ju can play, we got to bring the energy and the fight and say we don't change our goals, right? But we give a little extra energy, you know, for what she would bring, but also just to say anytime we're man down, we step up for one another, because that's who we are, right?
Of course, the memes were out. That's one thing the internet's going to do, no matter what. Not only did it get a lot of energy from the fans, but there was still a little beef. A lot of people on social media believe that some of the players were confronting the person that bumped into JuJu they believe may have caused this. Maybe they got into it at the very least. And then you have comments like this, where people believe the fact that JuJu Watkins was played so much that they believe that that was what contributed to her injury. My prayers to JuJu Watkins. What we saw tonight was avoidable. Watkins shouldn't have played tonight. Shouldn't have practiced yesterday. Should have been back in the game Saturday after she turned her left ankle. Coach Lindsay Gottlieb once again showed why she is in over her head. Her franchise turned her ankle badly on Saturday. This is one of the instances they're talking about, because in the prior game, JuJu looked like she was injured and continued to play. As well, in the prior game, JuJu appeared to be limping because she twisted her ankle. And the fact that she returned to the game, a lot of people believe was in poor taste. And I don't like watching stuff like this, but in truth, I just think it was just a freak accident. Her knee just gave out, bro. After she got a little contact, and I guess she tried to bounce back on that one leg, I think her knee just gave out. It was just unfortunate. You know, one of those incidental contact things that some people were on the internet were blaming this defensive player. Some people were blaming the coach. In reality, I think JuJu enjoys basketball. JuJu received a lot of positive comments, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see anybody go down like this, specifically somebody of JuJu's magnitude. And that's why I say I think it's a good thing that she received a lot of positive commentary about her basketball game and the things that she's doing to kind of elevate the game. Because at the end of the day, JuJu seems like she's a true hooper. She's somebody who really takes pride in the things that she could do on the court, and that she is truly a generational talent. It does beg the argument of whether or not people should be having to wait 4 years in order for them to get an opportunity to get drafted. Even Galen Clark wished her well, and for some reason people were making commentary as if she was belittling JuJu by trying to call her a kid. Guys, we got to do better. I mean, look at this. JuJu Watkins hurt her left ankle on Saturday and badly rolled it. She was put back in the game in the start of the fourth quarter after that. She apparently went through a full workout yesterday and was announced on the broadcast. Why? Shouldn't she have been resting her left ankle? Should she have even been on the court tonight? They can't win this game without her. Could this right knee be an injury that just hit her because of overcompensation on the left ankle? Adults failed this kid so badly. Da, 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 da. A lot of y'all have never played sports. Majority of athletes will do things that are against the better judgment of the fans, against the better judgment of the coaches, against the better judgment of the coaches. Her going through a workout following an injury is absolutely not uncommon. A lot of players do stuff like that in order to, one, see where they're at with everything. And me, being the poster child of injuries, now, I will absolutely say, sometimes you got to just sit out. There's been plenty of injuries throughout my career that really sidelined me, and at the end of the day led to the downfall of my basketball career. But again, I'll play through a lot of that stuff because opportunities, fun, and you never know, man, when you're going to get these moments back, truthfully. JuJu has a lot more on the line than me. I mean, I was just playing for scholarships. I was just playing for opportunities. I was just playing to find joy back in the game, for sure. So I pushed through a lot of injuries that only worsened because of that. Cam Newton even talked about JuJu in, I guess, a different light. We're going to hear what he had to say.
JuJu is a better athlete than Caitlin Clark. Rivalries equate to what?
Ratings.
See, the thing about JuJu, the thing about Paige is, it's not saying this is bad, but they're good girls. Caitlin Clark was a good girl. Angel Reese and Falaje Johnson, they've embraced the bad girl. There's nobody in women's basketball right now in college sports who has embodied that bad girl. So even when you think about Dawn Staley, she's so comfortable who she is, she can rub people the wrong way. Clark.
Even with the statistics of JuJu versus Caitlin Clark, her numbers is around the same. She's balling, younger, and doing her thing at a USC versus at Iowa. You saying only reason because she's not being pushed like Caitlin is because she don't have an arch nemesis?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And JuJu is a bigger baller than Caitlin Clark. I said it. And it has nothing to do with black and white, but the statistics say what everybody needs to be knowing. JuJu is a better athlete.
This injury was highlighted by everybody. And it's a devastating moment. That's one of those moments that really you look back at it and it kind of changes your career, particularly if you're an athlete. I mean, for a lot of people, that's a make or break. For me, that was a break. I'll tell you that. I feel for her, man. I really do. I mean, somebody who went through it, I mean, that is still kind of in that conversation is Paige Beckers, but at UConn, she, went through a very, very, very serious injury as well, and it made her question herself as an individual. So it's going to be interesting to see how the team rallies around each other and how they perform, because at the end of the day, every game now matters for every team. And back to Cam Newton. What the heck is he talking about? Let's look at Caitlin Clark's stats. 27 points a game and 7 assists as a freshman. Sophomore year, 27 points per game and 8 assists. The kid's been a baller. Of course, I think that a lot of sports revolves around somebody having a story. But Cam, come on, bro. Come on. Him trying to assert the fact that Caitlin Clark received more media attention than JuJu Watkins, you're just somebody who's living in the moment. Caitlin Clark was not regarded nearly the way that she was those first couple years. It was Iowa making that deep tournament run, then matching up against the powerhouse that was LSU, and having some of those viral moments. And it was the "you can't see me" that kind of was the icing on the cake. Angel Reese, again, was a top player coming out of a high school class. So she had eyes on her regardless. You can check on Hoops HQ. There's video of her in high school. Nothing changed. She's been a trash talker. She's been playing with a lot of heart. She's been playing with a lot of energy. Angel Reese has been that. Let all these women do their thing, because we're about to be in the midst of a lot of good basketball. But best of wishes to JuJu Watkins, and hope USC women's team continues to fight on.